All right, and now it is time to get into Ben's rookie report. I have been very vocal that this rookie class could potentially be one of the greatest that we have ever seen. So I want to highlight that every week, every Monday show. I want to talk about the rookies and just give a little update on how they're doing from around the league. Let's start in the National League, and let's start with Hunter Greene. Hunter Greene of the Cincinnati Reds throws harder than almost anybody on the entire planet. He is breaking all sorts of records for how hard he is throwing as a starting pitcher. His most recent start was against the Cardinals, and it didn't go fantastic. Ended up giving up a few runs, didn't go super long, 3 1/3, punched out 3 guys. But he's also coming off a start before that against the Dodgers where he was dominant. Hunter Greene is going to, as with any rookie, he's going to have his bumps and bruises. But I truly believe he's going to be really, really good. The guy's throwing 102, 103 miles an hour as a starting pitcher. It is unbelievable. Not the best start in the world against the Cardinals earlier in this week. Look at this tweet from Sarah Langs. Hunter Greene pitch tracking era records tonight. 100 miles an hour pitches in the game, 39 of them. 101 mile an hour pitchers by a starting pitcher, 13. He broke that record. And 101 mile an hour strikeouts by a starting pitcher in a game, 2. Tied with Jacob deGrom and Justin Verlander. Man, pretty good company there. So not the best start in the world, but his stuff is incredible. You should watch him every single time that he pitches. Producer Conrad, who we got up next?
Next up, we have the legend from Chicago, Zaya Suzuki.
Oh, man. Zaya Suzuki, my prediction to win National League Rookie of the Year has been better than I could have even imagined. He's been fantastic. Came out of the gates super hot, but he hasn't really cooled off. Over the weekend, had another 3-hit game. Still hitting really well. High batting average. Another bomb over the course of the past week. Seiya Suzuki has come over from Japan and dominated Major League Baseball. It's incredible to see. His whiff percentage, as in how much he swings and misses, minuscule. He doesn't swing and miss much. He hits the ball hard. He hits it for power. He gets on base. He's doing it all. Seiya Suzuki is one of the best rookies out there right now. Look, my prediction, Conrad, is looking great for NL Rookie of the Year. I know it's early, but man, does he look good.
Yes, he does. He is going to be an absolute stud out there for years to come. And he had a great game yesterday, too. I think he was 3 for 5 with 3 runs, hitting out of the 2-hole as a rookie. I mean, just really impressive stuff in Chicago. Up next, we have another young flamethrower from San Diego, Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah, Mackenzie Gore wasn't on my first rookie report, I don't believe, because he hadn't gotten the call up yet. Now he's come up. He's thrown 2 times in 2 games. He's thrown 10 1/3 innings with 10 Ks and a 1.74 ERA. Mackenzie Gore has all of the talent in the world. He's a big, tall lefty, throws hard, good stuff. And he's been a well-known prospect for a little while. He just hadn't been able to put it all together to this point. But he starts this year in the minor leagues and was doing well, gets the call, and has been fantastic. This is a guy that has a ton of potential. He just hadn't put it together. So, Conrad, I'm really excited about Mackenzie Gore to see what he can do. He's one of those guys that has all the talent, but when and can he put it all together? And through 2 starts in his career as a rookie, he looks fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm curious your thoughts of what kind of impact he can have on this Padres team. There is still a young Padres team, but they don't have Tatis back. I mean, do you think this guy could help take him over that hump this year in the NL West?
Well, they need guys to step up offensively, and the pitching needs to be better. The pitching staff last year certainly had some bumps and bruises. Clevenger goes down, misses the year. Blake Snell wasn't near as good as I know he can be. And now you start this year with another good-looking team, and Fernando Tatis, he broke his wrist in the offseason. He's going to be out for a while. So where do you pick up the production around the team? Because everybody else needs to be better. every facet of the game needs to be better. Manny Machado has certainly done his part. Yu Darvish has looked good most of his starts. And Mackenzie Gore has stepped in and been a huge bright spot so far for this team. Over 10 innings, 10 Ks and a sub-2 ERA. That'll get the job done. That will get the job done for anybody, anywhere, at any time.
Absolutely. Now let's take a quick shift over to the American League and look at some of these rookies. First up, we had him on the show last week, Spencer Torkelson.
Yes, we did. We did have Spencer Torkelson on the show. And you know what he did just a couple of days later, as almost everybody does that has come on this show. He hit a bomb to right field. Oppo Taco that actually scored Miguel Cabrera, who had just gotten his 3,000th hit. So Miggy gets hit number 3,000, ends up scoring thanks to Spencer Torkelson. We talk about a passing of the torch. That was as poetic as it can possibly get. And Oppo Taco, we talked to him last week. If you haven't yet listened to the Torkelson episode, go do it. An incredible guy, a great player, but he spoke a lot about what Miguel Cabrera means to him and has meant to him thus far in his career. And for them to be able to share that moment now, that was special. It was really cool. There has been a passing of the torch in Detroit, and his name is Spencer Torkelson. Miguel Cabrera is still there to watch it all go down. It is pretty incredible. But look, he got off his career, started, I think, his first 4 games without a knock, but his last week or so, his at-bats have been awesome. A lot of walks, having really good at-bats, working deep into counts, hitting line outs, getting his hits now, hits that bomb to right field. Got a hit on Sunday. The dude's looking good. Torkelson is the real deal as a human being and as a player. So he is my prediction to win American League Rookie of the Year. And look, I like the corner he's starting to turn. He's getting more comfortable. You can see it at the plate. He's the real deal. Go listen to that episode if you haven't. You'll become a fan, I promise.
Yeah, he's a great dude. Coming up next, we're going to stay in the AL Central and talk about Stephen Kwan.
Yeah, Stephen Kwan, the Cleveland Guardians. He has come out of nowhere to be one of the most talked about rookies, specifically because of how he started his career with, the most amount of pitches seen without a swing and a miss. Is well over 100 pitches seen without swinging and missing. That is incredible. He was hitting 500 for a while. He's still hitting well over 300. Banging into the wall in left field at Yankee Stadium. Complete disregard for his body, putting his life on the line. This guy plays hard. He's good. He puts the ball in play. It's what you love to see as a rookie. So we had all these names that we were talking about before the year that is going to make this rookie class so great. But we weren't talking about Stephen Kwan. And he has forced his name into that conversation. He has been really good and really fun to watch for the Guardians.
If you don't know, now you know. Up next, pitcher from Seattle, Matt Brash.
I love this guy. And he's another guy that, unless you were deep and dark into the weeds in baseball, you didn't know this name before the year, and you might still not. And that's why we do this segment. Matt Brash is a young rookie in Seattle that has come up throwing 99 miles an hour with wipeout stuff, wipeout off-speed stuff. He is so good. He's faced some tough offenses to start his career, but he has looked really good out on the mound. I mean, he is nasty. Punched out 7 in his last outing, gets the win, or got a win last week. The guy is the real deal. Conrad, as a Mariners fan, I know we've talked about him a good bit, but am I talking about him too much, or is this guy the real deal?
No, he's the real deal. I mean, we'll see how real of the deal he really is going forward. But I mean, his stuff is just absolutely electric. Very, very high rate swing and miss stuff. I mean, anytime that pitching ninja gives you whole day of your start dedicated nothing but Matt Brash stuff, it's great to see. But I mean, I think the biggest thing about him is being a young rookie. listening to what his manager, Scott Service, said, basically just said, hey, this guy's a professional. Like, he's never too hot, never too cold. He shows up, and you would not think this guy's a rookie. You would think he's been there, done that. And that's extremely impressive to see from a puppy.
Yep, he's been really good, and he's a big piece for that Seattle team that I obviously talked a lot about at the beginning of the show. But who we got up next, Conrad?
Up next, the guy that hit the walk-off in Houston today, Jeremy Peña.
Jeremy Peña. I mean, this guy has just forced himself at the top of the AL Rookie of the Year conversation. Steps in for Carlos Correa, as we all know, and has been great. You know, started off the year swinging the bat incredibly, cooled off a little bit over the course of the past week, but was playing dazzling defense. He's looked great out there at shortstop. And then on Sunday, in that game against the Blue Jays, which is a game that you never want to say it's a must-win game early in the year, but they had lost the first couple of games in the series. They needed to win that one. He actually made an error late in the game and then made up for it by hitting a walk-off bomb to dead center as a rookie. His first walk-off homer, stormed around the bases with all the passion, all the energy. It was awesome. Jeremy Peña, who we got to talk to down on the field in Anaheim after his first hit in his first 3-hit game and his first home run. He's incredible. He's a great guy. He's quiet. He plays the game hard. What a great dude. What a great rookie. What an exciting guy that, look, at the beginning of the year, I was looking at Julio Rodriguez. I was looking at Bobby Witt. I was looking at Torkelson. Not only has he put himself on the scene, but he has stepped in for Correa and made himself probably the AL Rookie of the Year frontrunner to this point. Fantastic.
Yep. Next up, we got that man from Seattle in center field, Julio Rodriguez.
That's right. I'm wearing the shirt. The J-Rod show, baby. Shout out Breaking T for the shirt. This dude, Julio Rodriguez is a super prospect. And he's one of those guys that you just can't wait for your team to get a hold of him. He is fantastic. He started off the year a little slow. I have to add in here that of anybody in the league, he has to be getting called out on strikes outside of the strike zone more than anybody else on the entire planet. I know last year it happened to Shohei all the time. He led the league in it. It's already happening to him again. But Julio this year, it's been incredible. But the man is heating up. 2-hit games a couple times over the weekend. Already got 6 stolen bases. Playing incredible defense. This guy wasn't known for his speed and has come up and been great, stolen a bunch of bags, been really good out in center field, making a ton of diving plays. Man, he's a good rookie. He's exciting. He brings an energy to this team that they need. You saw it the other night over the weekend. He had bases loaded walk. It was a huge walk. Flips his bat, pumps up the crowd. I love watching Julio Rodriguez. The J-Rod show. He's electric out there in Seattle.
He absolutely is. I think you said it best, and I think that's the number one epitome of what he brings to the Seattle club is fun. He brings fun and excitement and joy. I mean, every time you see the kid, he has a smile ear to ear, no matter whether he strikes out or hits a single, steals a base. He just carries himself so well, and I mean, he's the best prospect I think the Mariners have had since Ken Griffey. I mean, you hate to say that, but I mean, it's true. He's electric. Moving on,
Yep.
Another extremely electric rookie, Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr., one of those names that was on everybody's list to start the year. Offensively, hasn't been fantastic yet. Look, it is still early. We're not even 20 games into the year. It is still early. He's not even 20 games into his major league career. So let's not go too hard on all these rookies that aren't out of the gates blazing hot like we all thought they were going to be. But he's doing it in other ways. He's stealing bases. He's playing really good defense. Bobby Witt Jr. will be fine. Over the course of the last week, hit 235, stole a bag. This guy's really fast. You know, you hear all about him. You hear how good he is offensively. You hear how much pop he's got. But to add to that his speed, you can help the team elsewhere. So he doesn't have to be swinging it. He's not swinging it as I know he will, but he's doing it in other areas. So Bobby Witt, super prospect as well. He's one of those guys that the baseball world has been waiting to see. He will figure it out soon. I am sure of that.
And last but not least, we added a new rookie to the list this week, Joe Ryan.
And another one, baby. I got Joe Ryan on my fantasy baseball team, actually. And this guy, and I've actually heard opponents talk about him. Like, his fastball isn't upper 90s, but it plays like it. I mean, watching him throw is a lot of fun. He's thrown 16 innings on the year, 16 strikeouts with a 1.69 ERA. What more could you want out of a rookie? This guy was their opening day starter. Everybody's saying, wait, Joe Ryan, opening day starter? What are we doing here? Well, I'll tell you what we're doing. We're putting a guy out there that can pitch, and he can pitch at this level, I promise you. So we're going to be doing this every week, Rookie Report. I think it's important because this rookie class is so good. So we will keep updating you right here on Flippin' Bats every single week with Ben's Rookie Report.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.